Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanishalaakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Nitinamine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet. In this session, we'll be discussing from 3 verses, 26, 27 and 28 of the 17th chapter of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. The 26th verse, Iyam cha bhumir bhagavata nyasitoru bharasati Srimadbhis tat pada nyasai sarvata krita kautuka. The meaning of this 26th verse is, the burden of the earth was certainly diminished by the personality of Godhead and by others as well. When he was present as an incarnation, all good was performed because of his auspicious footprints. Now, these are words spoken by Parikshit Maharaj in response to Dharma's reply. Parikshit asked Dharma, who or what is the cause of your suffering? And Dharma did not give a direct reply. He gave a very philosophical reply. So then Parikshit immediately recognized this bull is no ordinary bull. It is the personality of religious principles. And he also understood the cow was Mother Earth in the shape of a cow. So now he is talking about how the burden of the earth, which was due to so many demoniac persons posing as kings at the time of Krishna's advent, just before Krishna's advent, that was definitely reduced by Krishna appearing and killing so many demons. When Krishna was present as an incarnation, all good was performed because of his auspicious footprints. Merely Krishna setting foot on the surface of the earth. By that, there was all auspiciousness for everyone in the entire world. Then in the 27th verse, it is said here, Shochati Ashrukala Sadhvi Durbhaga Iva Ujjita Sati Abrahmanya Nrupavyaja Shudra Bhokshanti Mamiti. The meaning of this 27th verse is, now she, that is Mother Earth, the chaste one, being unfortunately forsaken by the personality of Godhead, laments her future with tears in her eyes, for now she is being ruled and enjoyed by lower class men who pose as rulers. Krishna came and the demons who are posing as rulers were completely destroyed, and Krishna installed the most righteous Yudhishthira Maharaj as the emperor of the world. The Pandavas were ruling. But Kali Purusha is entering, Kali Yuga is beginning, and in Kali Yuga, the earth will be ruled by lower class men who pose as Kshatriyas but don't have Kshatriya qualities. And because the people and the animals, innocent people and innocent animals will be exploited by these rulers, Mother Earth is having tears in her eyes. She is lamenting. So, Srila Prabhupada explains in the purport, the Kshatriya or the man who is qualified to protect the sufferers is meant to rule the state. Untrained lower class men or men without ambition to protect the sufferers cannot be placed on the seat of an administrator, unqualified person. should not be sitting on the seat of the administrator. Unfortunately, in the age of Kali, the lower class men without training occupy the post of a ruler by strength of popular votes. It's called the democratic system. Votes, whoever gets the maximum votes, majority, vox populi, as it's said in Latin. By majority vote, a person comes to power. And instead of protecting the sufferers, these untrained people, unqualified people, create a situation quite intolerable for everyone. Such rulers illegally gratify themselves at the cost of all comforts of the citizens. They collect taxes, but don't use it for the citizens' welfare entirely. They become themselves very rich. They misuse the tax collected in this way, and they throw some crumbs for the people in the name of welfare activity. They don't do real welfare for the people. And thus the chaste Mother Earth cries to see the pitiable condition of her sons, both men and animals. Innocent men and innocent animals suffer because unqualified, untrained, lower class men are ruling. In the name of countries, different countries, they divided the whole earth. And then almost all the rulers are untruthful. They are unqualified. They don't have mercy. They don't have any credit of austerity. They're not truthful. So such people, if they are at the helm of affairs, you can only imagine so much of problem, difficulty for the people and the innocent animals. That is the future of the world in the age of Kali, when irreligiosity prevails most prominently. Now here irreligiosity should not be taken as, oh, I don't believe in some Hindu religion or Christian religion. It's not a belief system. It is following the principles given by the Supreme Lord or the saintly persons. And every bona fide system of religion given by great saints or the Supreme Lord himself is perfectly given that anybody who follows it properly, they will become decorated with all good qualities automatically, simply following the religious principle. Just like in Christianity, Prabhupada points out, thou shalt not kill is the first commandment. If I am not wrong, it's at least one of the 10 commandments I know. I think it's the first commandment. That now they are interpreting, thou shalt not murder, meaning that applies only to not killing humans. So animals, they think they have a license to kill, even when they claim to be so-called Christians. So Prabhupada says, why are you not following the commandment of Bible? You claim to be a Christian, but you don't follow the commandment. This is true even in other religious systems also. It's not just in Christianity, even in Hinduism. So much animal killing is going on in the name of sacrifice. Sacrifice. So, Lord Buddha came, Lord Buddha is incarnation of Vishnu, to stop this animal killing in the name of sacrifice. But today, Buddhists themselves, they are not anymore following the ahimsa principle taught by Buddha. They claim to be Buddhists, but they eat meat. They are meat eaters. Formerly, when Buddha advented and taught ahimsa, all those following Buddhism were pure vegetarians. Even now, a small section of the Buddhists, they are pure vegetarians. Even in Christians you find, even in Muslims you find pure vegetarians, those who strictly follow their religious tradition, the teachings of the saints or the Lord. But majority of the so-called Christians or Muslims or Buddhists or Hindus even now, they are non-vegetarians. So this means they don't follow the commandments. So in the absence of a suitable king, Prabhupada says, teaching the Srimad Bhagavatam will clear the hazy atmosphere of corruption, bribery, blackmail, etc. The only solution is people have to be educated in Bhagavata Dharma. 28th verse. Iti dharmam mahim chaiva santvayitva maharatha nishatam adade khadgam kalaye adharma hetave. The meaning of this verse is, Maharaj Parikshit, who could fight 1,000 enemies single-handedly, Maharatha, thus pacified the personality of religion and the earth. Then he took up his sharp sword to kill the personality of Kali, who is the cause of all irreligion. So, Srila Prabhupada explains, as described above, the personality of Kali is he who deliberately commits all kinds of sinful acts which are forbidden in the revealed scriptures. There is no license to kill animals. There is no license to kill animals, innocent animals, no way. But they are doing that in the deliberately committing sinful activities. Even though it is forbidden in the scriptures. This age of Kali will certainly be full of all activities of Kali, but this does not mean that the leaders of society, the executive heads, the learned and intelligent men, or above all the devotees of the Lord, should sit down tightly and become callous to the reactions of the age of Kali. Sometimes people say, oh, what can we do? We are following, we don't kill animals, we don't harm people, but we cannot do anything about others indulging in animal killing or others harming innocent people. We cannot do anything. So it's not that I cannot control somebody else, therefore I don't do anything. That's not correct. So Prabhupada gives a nice example here. In the rainy season, certainly there will be profuse rainfalls. But that does not mean that men should not take means to protect themselves from the rains. Very nice example. You cannot stop the rain, but you can take precaution for protecting yourself against the rain. Similarly, it is the duty of the executive heads of state and others to take all necessary actions against the activities of Kali or the persons influenced by the age of Kali. And Maharaj Parikshit is the ideal executive head of state, for at once he was ready to kill the personality of Kali with his sharp sword. Because Kali was harming an innocent cow and an innocent bull. So he was ready to kill Kali Purusha. The administrators should not simply pass resolutions for anti-corruptional steps, but they must be ready with sharp swords to kill the persons creating corruptions from the angle of vision of the recognized Shastras. See, this is the practical action to be taken. The administrators cannot prevent corrupt activities by allowing wine shops. One example Prabhupada is giving. They must at once close all shops of intoxicating drugs and wine and force punishment even by death for those who indulge in habits of intoxication of all description. As long as people are indulging in intoxication, they cannot have any good behavior, good principles, they cannot be truthful. It's not possible. So government has to stop, totally stop. So Maharaj Parikshit, the Maharatha, is exhibiting the proper method of curbing down Kali Purusha. So I'll stop here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.